G'day everybody, this is Deadhead Shed. I'm Dazza and welcome back to another episode. Apologies first off for the lack of videos lately. Just been a bit busy around the property and with work, and unfortunately that doesn't leave much time to get out to the workshop. But anyway, in this episode I show the Xd some love. I go ahead and fabricate some rust repair sections. I get them welded in, and I make a couple of mistakes along the way. But anyway, sit back and enjoy. Cheers, guys. Bloody half the trees come down right through my fence there. Just what I need. All cut up. Okay, this is the bottom of the quarter panel I cut out of the XF. As you can see, not perfect. I'm going to have to cut this out, probably up through here, across that way, and just make up a new section which runs down here and across, and just weld that in. Also, up on the inside there is rusted out, so I've got a little bit of work to do on that as well. Now this is a hell of a lot better than what's on the XD, so yeah, unfortunately this is the best I've got, so I'm going to use it. Okay, got the outer layer off. Now I've just got the inner section there to contend with, so I'm going to have to cut that out. Also, I thought I would strip off some paint underneath and on the other side, and surprise surprise, it's got bog. But anyway, I guess the thing in my favour is it's solid steel there, so it's a hell of a lot better than what that is. Alright fellas, I've cut that inner section out. I did the bulk from the inside actually. It's the easiest way to get to it. Now here's that part I cut out. There was a spot weld on the bottom corner here, which was there. So yeah, now I'm going to try and remake this piece. That actually looks pretty good. I'll just cut it to size now and work on this side. Try and bend that up. I may have to put a cut, well I will have to put a cut in the bottom there, just to bend that around. But yeah, it's getting there. I've only been at it for about 20 minutes. Okay, it's getting there. The shape's pretty good. That does drop in there. Well, that means that the new one is a little bit bigger, but I can adjust that when I actually go to weld it in. Well, I expect I can anyway. I've just got to cut around the edge here, weld that cut there, and yeah, should be good to go. Alright, that's that. Alright, we'll see how this new section fits. Well, that looks pretty damn good. I've got to be happy with that. Sitting a little high up the top here, but no, that's pretty good. Righto, I've got that part welded in that I just made, and yeah, I found some more rust, of course, so I'm going to remove all this section here, like from here down to here, and I'll make up another piece to go in there. Now I had to rework this a fair bit, obviously, to make it well, kind of fit. It's getting close. I didn't want to have to do those relief cuts, but it was the only way I could, just the shape of it, I needed to do it. But anyway, I'll just weld them up, and it's a hell of a lot better than what was there. Alright, that's welded in, or it's tacked in anyway. A few blowouts there, but anyway, you get that. And I've pretty much got that ready to go on as well. Silly me, cut that little corner bit off there. Anyway, I'll just, I've welded it on, and I'll just fill that hole up when I weld the rest of it on. Got that welded in now, I'll just clean it up, and that's it. Alright, now it's time to remove what I have to of all the damage. You can sort of see it down in there on the side, the bottom. So yeah, I'll get to it and start cutting this out now. Alright, now I've been sitting here wondering how I'm going to fit this new rust repair section, and well, because it's still in one piece. I've sort of fitted everything, you know, it's in one piece. Now this one piece consists of 3 pieces, so I'm actually thinking about taking this apart just to make it easier to fit, because I think it's going to be a nightmare just to try and fit it as is. So yeah, I've made the executive decision to pull this apart. So anyway, live and learn. Alright, I now have 3 pieces. Didn't have to destroy them too much. I cleaned up a couple of the welds that I couldn't get to. So yeah, I had to drill out 3 spot welds there. It's no problem, I'll just weld those back up. And this inner bit is, yeah, I cleaned up the welds I couldn't get to on this one as well. And not too bad. Alright, I've removed all of the rusty sections from the car. Now there's a couple of things, or a couple of differences I've noticed between the XF rear quarter and the XD. First off is this inner section, guard. That this rib section here, this impression on the XF is facing inwards. On the XD, I'll just get under the car. Sorry about that. That is facing, or facing out. Also, this channel on the XD is wider than what's on the XF. There's the XF one. It's about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 6 millimeters thereabouts. So yeah, I have to do something with that as well. Anyway, I will keep going. Well, I've got that section all welded in now. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Alright, I went and cut a new piece to go on the inside here. I didn't need to use the other one that I repaired. Bit of a waste of time really, but anyway, I'm probably making this job twice as long as what it needs to be, but it's getting there, so. I'm going to have a crack at making this part. This is the very bottom of the quarter panel. Now the rest of this part is rusted out as well. There's a couple of rust holes further along, so I'm going to make it longer. That's the shape of it, and we've got that fold at the end, like that step up, that valley there. Yeah, I've marked it out on here, and yeah, I'm going to give a crack at folding it up and see how we go. I'll just cut up a couple of pieces of this angle, just put in the vise. Yeah, the vise, the edges are a little bit round, so yeah, this is a bit squarer, so hopefully it'll work out a lot better. Not too bad. It's probably a little bit smaller than the original, but you know, probably 2mm smaller. But anyway, that's okay. Alright, I've gone ahead and marked this out to do that bend at the end. I've got a cut line inside there and a cut line on the angle there, and that one there will be my fold line. Anyway, I'll get to and see how it comes out. All bent now over that section. I had to cut a little bit more off this angle here just so it matches up with this angle that's in here. And now I'll just run a weld up there, and it's done. Alright, got the corners welded up. Where are we? Down inside there and in there. And I also had to just make up this piece as this extends through a bit further. It's got to be cut, I think it's through here and up that way. And yeah, so now the fun begins. I'm just going to clean this up and then I'll start fitting it. I've put the outer skin on over the top of the one I want to remove, and I've just tacked it in place. It is flush. I've sort of put a cut where I want it joined anyway, up there and at the other end underneath here. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run my grinder along where the joint is and cut the piece of metal that's underneath, the old one, and then I'll just weld that up. Should work out pretty good. Got that all tacked in now. Looks pretty good. The shape and the flow of it matches in very good. So next, I'm not going to finish welding that yet. I'm going to put this bottom section in that I made and fit that. And yeah, once that's fitted, I'll just tie everything up and weld everything off. Got the bottom section fitted in there now. I just need to mark where I've got to cut, which will be along there, and then I can just weld that in. All tacked in now. I had to do a relief cut on that bottom section. I had it welded up nice and tight, but what it did was I'll show you on the outside. This whole section through here had sucked right in and it looked crap. So yeah, that was my only solution, was to cut that and just make that wider and just fill it up with weld. Underneath is all done. I've just got to clean up all my bird shit welds. But anyway, it's all metal now and not rust, so that's good. Had quite a few blowouts, chasing holes. Felt like a teenage boy again. And outside. Anyway guys, that's the end of that episode. Hope you enjoyed it. It's finally good to actually get back on that car and do some work on it. That quarter panel has been on my mind for a while now, and it's just good to get it out of the way. Now the other quarter panel, I'm going to do that probably last. Quite frankly, it's not a fun job laying underneath the car on your back welding. So yeah, I'm going to have a break from that, but I'm going to continue on with the XD. There are some other sections of the car that does have rust, and I will get them done. Get some filler work done, and also hopefully some priming. So, but that's an up and coming episode. So yeah, hope you see us then. Cheers guys. And get into this priming and puttying. Puttying. Is that a word? Filler work. I'll do that instead.